After seeing my videos for class 8 to class 12, a lot of parents reached out to me asking what they should be doing given their kids are in junior class. My daughter is in class 2nd and a lot of friends ask me, Rachit, how are you preparing your daughter for future? Is for all those enthusiastic parents. Hello everyone, I am Rachit Agrawal, co-founder of Admit Card and The Big League, and today in this video, I am going to tell you what you should be doing if your kid is in junior school and how to record everything at one place so that by the time your kid reaches class 8, building profile, choosing streams, exams and admission for both Indian and top international universities become 10x easier. So let's start. In the video for class 8th and class 9th, we discussed that class 8th is the exploration stage and class 9th is the strengthening phase. But actually, exploration starts as early as class 1st. Well, in the early class, the goal is simple. You don't need to fix about the career. You don't need to obsess about the IIT, JEE or a NEET or SAT prep. Just explore widely and notice what your kid enjoys. These years are for trying many subjects and activities, understanding what kind of child he or she is, and then building the basic habits that later helps you in boards, competitive examinations or studying abroad. So let's first talk about the studies. Well, a lot of schools doesn't have exams and marks in these classes, but even if they have, those marks never go as part of any college application. But yes, what you study in those classes lays a very strong foundation for the bigger class, which is from class 8 to 12, where everything becomes serious. So 3 big focus for early classes. First is language, which is English. Within English, we talk about 4 things. First is reading. So try to read as many storybooks, comics possible with your child. Second is speaking. Child is getting exposure at school. You can actually double down by doing it at home or society gathering as well. Third is writing. Again, story writing or just writing a diary entry every day could really benefit. And the last is listening, which typically happens given the exposure that kids have these days. The second big focus is maths. Get very strong in the basics of mathematics. It starts with simple addition, subtraction, multiplication, tables, percentages, and in fact word problems. If maths is strong early, it definitely takes you a long way and opens many more avenues when you reach senior class. And the third is general curiosity. We can also categorize it as general knowledge, a bit of science, social studies. But I would say at this age, it is not about marks. It is all about why or how. With so many social media content and videos available, you can actually use YouTube to your advantage by giving them exposure to age appropriate videos. If you can spare time, you can actually do multiple kinds of role plays, experiments with them, which really help them grasp things better. So 3 key things: English, maths and general curiosity. Now let's move on to activities. Now in the previous videos, we discussed that when you hit class 8th, 9th, you need to reduce the number of activities that you are doing to 2 to 3 activities. And hence the real time to explore which 2 to 3 activities you would want to pursue later. This is the time when you can give exposure to n number of activities and then select your top 2-3 as you gradually grow. So this is a big exploration playground and hence try different things. In sports, you can try cricket, football, chess, badminton, basketball, lawn tennis, table tennis. In arts, it could be drawing, painting, music, dance, theatre. In mind skills, you can do chess, quiz, puzzle solving. In public speaking, you can do storytelling, debates, speeches, MUN, etc. See, the aim is not to become a champion in everything. The aim is to discover. What do I look forward? Where do I improve quickly? What can I imagine doing in many years? And hence, by exploring all these things, we need to end up shortlisting 2 to 3 activities when we reach class 8. So now comes the most important part. That is the documentation of everything that we are doing. In the videos for class 9, 10th, 11th, we discussed a lot about the CV and keeping a log of your achievement. I am sharing with you a sample of how to maintain the simple record of everything that you are doing. It will benefit you big time going forward. So we need to do 3 things. First, create a digital folder. Create a folder on your laptop as a repository to keep a digital copy of all the certificates, awards, medals, photos, etc. Second, maintain a file or a physical folder to keep all physical certificates. And third, create a summary document, which is like a resume which contains all details of activities done in a structured format. So let me share my screen and show you how to create the folder and show you how to structure the folder and share with you a sample document that needs to be created. Okay, so if you can see my screen, this is how a folder is created. You can create the folder with the name of your kid. Now, within that folder, you see there are multiple other folders that I have created, and then there is one summary document that I was talking about. So let's go through the summary document first. So if I click here, you have the summary document, which is more like a resume. Now, this is where the student name is, the email address, contacts, and also maintain the last update date. How I have also named this file is it has details of Rachit Agrawal and it contains the last update date. This is very important to know when was this document last updated. Now, as we start, the first section is the education. You can put the name of the school, the city and the board, and then you can add class-wise marks that your kid has got. The second section is all the tests that you are giving, which contains the Olympiads, and if there are more tests, can be added further. The third section is any kind of summer program that is being done by your kid. The fourth section is the projects and the papers. So a lot of kids at a very young age, I've seen they have started doing robotics classes. In fact, some of them have also created a website or an app. The same can be added here. The next section is the awards and honors that you have got within the school, outside the school, in your society, in different clubs, etc. Next section is position of responsibilities. So any responsibility or position your kid has held, like being a class monitor or head boy of the school, comes here. Then the most important section, which has the details of all the activities, awards, medals in the extracurricular category. Starting with sports, you can mention all the sports that you have and the achievements. Then within arts, music, speaking, so whatever suits, you can change this section according to your need. Keep a repository and keep maintaining a repository here. And the final section is to know the hobbies. When you will reach the senior years, you will realize keeping the track of hobbies also helps you in determining and solving the key questions of what you want to do once you graduate. So coming back to the folder. Now the folders that we have inside the main folders are actually the sections from the resume. The first contains the mark sheets, class-wise mark sheets. The other is all the academic tests or the exams that has been given. Then summer programs, projects and papers, academic awards, position of responsibilities, activities, extracurricular activities and their awards and medals, and last is community service. If we go inside the extracurricular activities, we will see there are another subfolders categorizing our achievements for sports, arts, music, speaking. Again, this is a structure which I am following. You can feel free to create your own structure and use it to your benefit. What I will do is I will put a link from where you can download this document and keep it handy for your kid. Now a quick message for parents. A lot of parents that I meet wants their kid to go to top universities and also are willing to put a lot of effort now. Trust me, your constant support, structured thinking and planning will help your child immensely. Please do not treat class 1st to class 6th as time pass years or go overboard pushing your kid to do everything. A balance between the two is important. These are the years where your child's confidence, curiosity and personalities are built. Keep pressure on marks reasonable. Focus more on habits, exposure and documentation. My focus for my daughter is to build a strong English and maths. I try to give her and explore many activities and maintain one simple record of everything, so that from class 8th onwards, all the difficult decisions like stream, exams, India versus abroad, profile building becomes much more data driven and less stressful. That's it for today. If you found this useful, do share it with your friends and family who you think can benefit from this. If you want me to deep dive on any particular topic of this video, do comment below. If you have any more questions, do comment and I will respond to it. All the best. The journey is long, but these are the most beautiful years with your kid. Enjoy it. And for more such informative videos, do subscribe this channel. Thank you.